Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had the wrong thing muted. Welcome to the first episode. We've had this issue so many times on this show. To the Northeast Ohio Sports Show. It is Thursday, May 15th. We'll be covering different topics tonight. I hope everyone's having a good night. We just had our last week tonight show with me and Trevor, one of my best friends. It went pretty well. Started at 7:30, got done about like 8:10, 8:15. I'll have to look. It was a half an hour, a little bit longer episode. Hunter, like I said, Hunter will not be here. His wife got into an accident at work, but it wasn't nothing major. Went to the ER real quick and just had a quick concussion. Hopefully she'll be okay, and I hope she heals quick. And I don't know how concussions work, if it just takes a little bit to feel better. Make sure you don't have anything major going on in your head. Hopefully she keeps checking up on that. Our first topic tonight, and it'll be below us, will be the F1 standings. But before we go into that, let me go into live scores. The Guardians will be playing the Reds Friday. Right now in the NHL, Capitals and Hurricanes are tied 1-1. Carolina leads the series 3-1. The Stars play the Jets at 9:30. And Dallas is leading the series 3-1. Right now in the MLB, Astros are tied 0-0 with the Rangers, bottom of the third. Braves beat the Nationals today 5-2. Twins beat the Orioles 4-0. Reds beat the White Sox 7-1. Tampa Bay Rays beat the Blue Jays 8-3. Athletics and Dodgers play at 8-10. There is NCAA baseball going on right now. Not going to cover that. The NBA, the Nuggets and Thunder play tonight. They're playing right now, and it's tied 0-0 to started. OKC leads the series 3-2. Yesterday, the Celtics beat the Knicks to lead the series 3-2. Timberwolves won and beat out the series against Golden State 4-1. The PGA Championship is going on right now. We have Jay Vegas, first, -7. R. Gerald, -5, first day, so it's going to change a lot. Chris Davis, -5 at 2. -5 is at number 2 right now, and -4 is at number 4, position 4. Donald at 4, and Fox at 4. 1 second as I take a sip of my drink. If you're liking the show, make sure to drop a like. We have a Facebook in the description, and we need, like I said, at the start of the show, certain likes to get Facebook live and be able to be live on Facebook, which I think will really blow up with people on Facebook. Let's go into the F1 standings, which is below us. Right now, Oscar Piastri's in first with 131 points. Lando Norris is in second, same as last week, by the way, because there wasn't a race last weekend. Lando Norris is second, 115. Max Verstappen in third at 99. George Russell at fourth with 93. Charles Leclerc at fifth with 53. Andrea Kimi Antonelli at sixth with 48. Lewis Hamilton 7 with 41. Alexander Albon 8th with 30. Esteban Ocon 9th place with 14 points. Lance Stroll 10th place with 14 points. Constructor standings is below me as well. McLaren is in first with 246. Mercedes second, 141. Red Bull third, 105. Ferrari fourth with 94. Williams fifth with 37. Haas sixth with 20. Aston Martin seventh with 14. Racing Bulls in eighth with 8 points. Alpine in seventh with 7 points. Kik Sauber in 10th with 6 points. We already went over the Miami Grand Prix results. This is actually the Miami Grand Prix outfit for Ferrari from last year, which I liked a lot more than this year. But this is the Miami Grand Prix hat this year from Lewis Hamilton, because it was hard to get Lewis Hamilton hats at the start of the year. The red Ferrari hat, they ended up selling a white one for Miami that went with a different blue outfit, but I like this too. Still has the red. It's a nice white. I have that other blue hat you guys see me a lot in. A lot of that is because of this weekend's race, which we'll be talking about later. One second as I take a sip and pull up IndyCar races. I know last week in IndyCar they had the Sunso Grand Prix, which is basically the road course or the small track of Indy. It is 85 laps, 2.4 miles. Alex Palou won. Pato O'Ward got second. Will Power got third. Scott McLaughlin fourth. Scott Dixon fifth. Graham Murray Hall sixth. Marcus Armstrong seventh. Kyle Kirkwood eighth. Linus VK ninth. Felix Rosencrest 10th. This weekend for IndyCar, they will be having the qualifications for the 109th running of the Indy 500, which we are 9 days, 13 hours away from. I am actually going to the Indy 500 this year, so I really would appreciate if we can get some likes, subs. I'll post it online. But if we do, I could live stream. If we get 50 subscribers, I could live stream from my phone from the Indy 500 race. I can't show the race, but I could show stuff going up to it and like pre-hype stuff, after-hype stuff, and my input, which I think would be really cool. If not, we'll definitely be having a post show. Probably when I get back that Monday, I'll be having the sports. I'll be having the week ahead after on that Memorial Day. News show. I might have a sports show before that. I might have a sports show before that at like 7 to go over IndyCar. But this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, so the Indy 500 is 200 laps, 2.5 miles. 4 corners banked at 9 degrees, 12 minutes. That's sweet. Joseph Newgarden won the past 2 years, and Marcus Ericsson won in 2022. They've already had practice 1 and practice 2 was canceled. They had practice 3 and 4. Practice 5 will be May 16th. Practice 6 will be May 17th. Qualifications will be May 17th at 11 a.m. which I believe that is Saturday. It is. Then practice 7. Qualifications. Top 12 is May 18th at 4:05. Qualifications last chance is May 18th, 5:15. Qualifications Firestone Fast 6 is at 6:25. Practice 8 is May 19th, 1 p.m. Final practice Carb Day, May 23rd, 11 a.m. Race May 25th, 2:30 p.m. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. So hopefully qualifications go well. Then after that, we have the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix, June 1st. That's a fun race. I'm going to look up NASCAR scores real quick and take a sip of my drink. So Sunday, May 11th, 3 p.m. They had the Everett Hill 400 in Kansas. Carol Lawson got first. Bell got second. Ryan Blaney got third. Briscoe got fourth. Bowman got fifth. Barry got sixth. Pierce got seventh. Brusaire got eighth. Logano got ninth. Numchek got 10th. The next race is the All-Star Open this weekend. Sunday, May 18th, 5:30 at the North Wilkes-Barre Speedway. North Carolina. That's what I thought. I was looking up real quick. Right now, this would be a hard topic too, but I'll cover it real quick. Playoff hockey. Yesterday, the Panthers beat the Maple Leafs to lead the series 3-2. The Oilers beat Golden Knights 1-0 OT to win the series 4-1. The Panthers game was 6-1. Stars beat the Jets to take the series 3-1. So we're still going through and seeing who's going to get some of these wins. Tomorrow, Toronto Maple Leafs play Florida Panthers, 8 p.m. Saturday, Capitals Hurricanes, Jets Stars. Times both to be determined. We already called it a draft night, so now I'm going to cover the next F1 race. This is the reason why I have this Italian stallions on me. For the F1 Emilia Grand Prix in Italy. One of the best AWS made in Italy, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It is at the Autodrome Enzo e Dino Ferrari in Rome. Previous winner was Max Verstappen. A lot of the times in F1, the person who gets pole at this race will win. It's a very scary racetrack, kind of hard to pass, only one DRS. This is the racetrack where Senna passed, which I talked about last week a little bit. They've already had the weekend warm-up. Practice 1 is at 7:30. Practice 2 is at 11. Practice 3 is at 6:30. The pre-qualification shows at 9:30. Qualifications at 10. Post-qualification show at 11:10. Pre-race show is at 8. Race is at 9. Post-race show is at 11. I hope you were able to hear that pretty well. This is one of my favorite races for F1. It is for Ferrari track, is basically what they call it. Makes sense. Ferrari practices there. And next week will be Monaco. So Monaco, always kind of like now, is on the same weekend as the Indy 500. So it's kind of really hard to get that triple crown. If you wanted to win Le Mans, win Indy, win Monaco. You used to be able to do that back in the day. You kind of can't anymore because of how much F1 races there are and how many other races there are in Indy now too. So it's kind of hard to compete. Back when they had less races, it was easier to not get the same weekends. Then we have Spain the week after that. Then we have a 2-week period off to Canada and Austria with some breaks in between then for summer breaks. So that'll be fun. For this race, I actually do think, and might be me being a Ferrari fanboy, I do think Ferrari will end up on top. This is my not fair. I think Lewis will win, Charles second, George third. Realistically, it's probably going to be Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, George Russell. And that sucks for Ferrari, but Ferrari might be having a bad year. I do think if they do bad this race, their team principal, Frederick Vasseur, might get fired. If they do bad at Monza and he's still around, he's definitely gone. Next year, for new engine regulations are coming out, the hybrid power system will be more 50-50. Right now it's 25-75. Hybrid being less, and now it's going to be equal. They say Mercedes has the best engine out right now. It probably is Ferrari second, but Lewis should have stayed and listened to Toto. But maybe they might not be. Sometimes aero does help. Sometimes bigger minds do help. If Ferrari is only a little bit less than the Mercedes, but they're saying that Mercedes is way better. Mercedes was better when the turbo hybrid started the first time. They won 8 Constructors' Championships in a row because they were so good with their engines. My dad has a Mercedes. It literally has technology from the F1 machines because they are so good with it. So is Honda, but like some companies are good with hybrids, and Mercedes is one of them because they put so much money into it. It is a 19 turn track, like I said, with 1 DRS zone. Good change in elevation. Next is for Cavaliers. Last topic, which I'm kind of happy to end in. This is going to be a quick episode, 30-minute episode, which I really like. We're about 10 minutes late, so only 20 minutes of content. I'm sorry about that. We did have an episode before, and I needed to eat dinner a little bit and kind of get ready for this. But Hope everyone really had a good night. Our last topic will be, like I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who ended up losing to the Indiana Pacers 4-1. A lot of folks, sports guys, are calling it the biggest upset in the NBA right now. Obviously not of all time, but in the NBA. A lot of people are saying it's the biggest mistake, and not mistake, but time the Cavs blew it at a championship since I think they said 08, 09 with the Magic. And I agree, because I think we had Shaq and young LeBron. I don't think that was for D-Wade year. But we did have injuries, which really sucked. But Cavaliers always get unlucky with that. We have to get better at load management, is what they call it with the stars. But some of these guys just load manage them better. But it just sucks. It really does being a Cavaliers fan. Me and Hunter talked about a lot. We thought this year was going to be our year to win the chip. How good we looked. We were first seed for win streak. Just how dominant we played. We played a lot of these teams well in the regular season. Pacers might go to the finals. I wouldn't be surprised if they could beat the Celtics. I want the Knicks to win and the Knicks to go to the finals. That would be epic. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be the Timberwolves versus the Nuggets, and the Nuggets will probably beat the Timberwolves, another Nuggets final. But if they could play the Knicks or the Pacers, that would be fun. That would be new. It doesn't have to be the Celtics Nuggets like it always is, or has been a while. We need difference in here. But going back to the Cavs, it's kind of hard to put it all on one guy, but we had a lot of injuries, so it made it where we only had one good scorer and then a bunch of big men. If Garland's out, and we need better shooters besides Garland and freaking Mitchell. Now, Garland won the three-point contest. He could shoot good threes. He could actually go up for bucket well. He could pass well. But kind of like with LeBron and Luka, I was talking with my girlfriend's dad, because I didn't watch many of those games in the playoffs, but he was telling me that Luka was taking the ball up court for the Lakers, which shows me that they do not have a coach. I thought LeBron was good with the ball up court, or at least a point guard, but LeBron's smart. And we know Luka's better dribbling, off-ball, shooting. Off-ball, catch, shoot, off-ball, catch, dribble, shoot. Why is Luka taking it up court? LeBron's a beast. Luka's good. LeBron's a beast. Let him take it up court. He has the wisdom. Luka's a shooter, and he could score. Let LeBron be the playmaker. I don't know why he was taking it up court. That's a horrible coaching decision to me. Kind of with Cavs. We still had this big man, but it seems like we can never play well as a team, even if people get injured, because we still had stars in, which really sucks. But like I was saying before, when those stars can't play, Donovan Mitchell, he needs to shine, and he just didn't. He did well, but he didn't go off to win these games. And it makes me think that maybe should we trade some of these younger stars besides Mitchell to get him another guy? I like the big men, but if we keep two decent big men, trade 2 or 3 big men out of here, and get us a better shooting guard, point guard to help out with that, maybe small forward, and we have these guys that could shoot. They just don't have it in them to win these games. We'll see. And they're still young. I still think Okoro and Mobley's young. Within 5 years of being drafted, so maybe give it a little bit more time. But does Mitchell want to play like that? I don't know. It's weird to me. I do hope everyone enjoyed the show. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the start. If you have any questions, any comment, feedback, drop a like, drop a comment about your feedback. Please, in the subscription, follow us on Facebook. It will really help us get us out. We can maybe get some live streams going up at Indy 500, which will be amazing. I'd love that. Love to show it to you guys. I'm gonna have a good time. If not, I'll have photos and experience to talk about. Our next show will be the week ahead news show at Monday at 8:30. After that, we'll have a Healthy Life show. This weekend I'm busy at a conference, so I don't think I'm going to be doing anything Sunday. I might have a music den Sunday if I have time, but I probably won't. But we'll see. Maybe I could have one with my girlfriend or my sister, and we could do some stuff. Today seemed a little bit slow for viewers. I didn't have a whole day to post about this stuff, and Hunter wasn't able to make it, but I do hope people were able to watch the VODs. Don't forget, I forgot to say it on my Healthy Life show, all these shows are recorded, and right after I'm done hitting live and say goodbye, it gets put on our YouTube. It should be the same link. If you refresh or hit for YouTube for me, for the Really Doodle show, it'll be there on videos, or sorry, on live. It'll be on like past lives, and it goes in our order from when we had them. So it'll be this one, it'll be the Healthy Life show after this if you want to watch them. You can skim through them, skip through a boring interlude. One of the reasons, because we kind of got asked this on our new show, reasons why we have the intro, so if people want to join live and talk and chat and watch it live, they don't have to be exactly when it starts, because it's rare. It's kind of rare to happen. A lot of streamers do it where they'll have like 5 minutes, sometimes 10, 20, just before they start, just so people could all come in and get ready. Once again, live scores behind me and above me. Once again, the Italian flag. Beautiful. We see below me. For AWS, Amazon has for money, so they're sponsored. Cavs suck. At least we got good race cars. Maybe the Guardians could do something. Probably not. They don't have the money, but we'll talk more about that too next week on the next Northeast Ohio Sports Show, when we get Hunter and get some talking going. I really do appreciate people stopping by. I hope you all have a great night. Any issues, drop a comment, drop a like, drop a sub if you're enjoying the content. Turn notifications on if you want to be notified for our streams. You could personalize it for time as well. So, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for coming again.